Welcome back to Believer Science Academy, Bengaluru. This is previous year question analysis target 2025. So here in this session, what we are trying to do is make you better prepared for the 2025 prelims. Okay, so we are discussing previous year questions. We are already done with 2024. Now we are doing 2023. In 2023, today we are going to the topic of environment. Yesterday's session we did some 8 questions from environment and ecology. There are some 9 more questions remaining. So we'll do the discussion. Okay, so without any delay, we'll start the discussion. But consider the question number 8. Yesterday we discussed this one, but yesterday I was not able to show you the proper discussion of this one because of some technical difficulties. So now we'll try to analyze this one. Question number 8. Consider the following statements. Some mushrooms have medicinal properties. There can be, yeah. Some mushrooms have psychoactive properties. That is also true. What is psychoactive? Psychoactive in the sense it will have impact on your psychology or psychic, or it will have impact on your brain, meaning it will have an impact such as drugs. You might have seen in many Kannada or English movies or Indian movies where there are some instances or situations in movie where someone will eat the mushroom and they start acting like they have consumed drug. So they have psychoactive properties, and some mushrooms have insecticidal properties. What is insecticide? That they are able to or have the capability to kill insects. There can be, because many of the mushrooms are poisonous in nature. And then some mushrooms have bioluminescent properties. Bioluminescence in the sense that they glow. This is also true. So all the statements are true. So see, I will show you an example of bioluminescent mushroom. See, so beautiful. These are the examples of bioluminescent mushrooms that they glow at the night, glow in the night. So whenever it is night, they will start glowing. This is bioluminescent mushrooms. So beautiful. Okay. Next, moving on to the next question. Consider the following statements about Indian squirrel. Okay. So these are all National Geography, Animal Planet questions only. That is why I keep telling you to do watch Animal Planet and National Geography documentaries at least 30 minutes in the morning. Consider the following statements regarding the Indian squirrels. They build nests by making burrows in the ground. Okay, I will just explain. Okay, they store their food materials like nuts and seeds in the ground. They are omnivorous. Okay, they are omnivorous in the sense omnivorous in they eat veg and non-veg both. Okay, so it is possible they are omnivorous, right? They build nests by making burrows in the ground. Have you ever seen a squirrel making a digging the ground, that they are going to make any nest in the ground underground? No, right? Most of the you can even watch in the cartoons that they will collect all the nuts and then they will store in the, not in the ground but in the tree. If this is a tree, this is a tree, like normally what the squirrels will do some digging in this one and they will make a place for themselves to sleep. So this is where squirrels will go and keep the this one. So they don't build nest. The nest is not built in the underground, but instead the nest will be built in the trees. Okay, this is a tree, that will be nest. So the statement 1 is wrong. Second statement, they store food materials like nuts and seeds in the ground. Okay, this was very what you say, most of the people were saying this is wrong because they will store the nuts and within the tree itself, not in the ground. Okay, some people say that they store in the ground. According to official UPSC answer key, they do. Correct answer is B, only 2. Okay, they say that they store their food materials and nuts in the ground, but they don't live in the nest in the ground. Instead they will live in the tree. Okay, so very tricky, but according to UPSC answer key, this is the correct answer. Then consider the following statements. Some microorganisms can grow in environments where the temperature above boiling point of water. Yes. Okay, whenever there is a question that some might, may, most of the times that questions will be right. Some microorganisms can grow in the environments with temperatures below freezing point of the water. Yes. Some microorganisms can grow in highly acidic environment with a pH below 3. Yes. Microorganisms are of multiple. Okay, there are billions and billions species of microorganisms. Okay, these microorganisms can grow in volcanoes, that is above boiling temperature of water, and some organisms or microorganisms can grow in Arctic or Antarctic, that is below the freezing point of water, and some microorganisms can grow in acidic environment as well. So the correct answer here is C, all the 3. These kind of questions, these here you can use the guesswork. Okay, if you had used the guesswork, you could have easily answered this question. Then, which one of the following makes a tool with a stick to scrape insects from hole in a tree or the log of wood? Okay, This is like primary school questions. A fishing cat, B orangutan, C otter, so D sloth bear. Okay, you should know, like in order to answer this one, you should know what is fishing cat. Okay, what is orangutan, what is otter, what is sloth bear. Okay, fishing cat is nothing but a cat which is more focused on fishing. Okay, it has predatory skills in fishing. And then there is otter. Otter is like a small rodent like creature which lives in water. Okay, and then sloth bear is famous in India. That is a bear, form of species of bear. They like hunt and kill the animals and then eat, and they also eat jackfruit, etc., etc. They are omnivorous. Okay, so fishing cat, they are like, it is like a cat. Have you seen any cat use a stick to pick up anything? And there is otter. Have you seen any otter? Otter like normally stays in the water. It hunts fishes, etc., etc. What is the need of it to use stick? And then sloth bear. Sloth bear is a big bear, so it hunts another animals. Another this thing for this one. So here the correct or any answer can be orangutan. Orangutan is like a species of ape. Okay, one of the species of ape. So this is orangutan. You can easily guess this one. Sorry. Okay. So this is orangutan. Okay, you might have seen in National Geography or any cartoons. Jungle Book cartoon also there is orangutan. Okay, king orangutan. So here see, you can see it is using stick to dig into a hole to like get the honey, etc., etc. You can also search in YouTube where you will see orangutans using the stick to hunt ants, hunt what you say bees, honey bees, etc., etc. So the correct answer here is orangutan. Okay, the correct answer here is orangutan. Next question. Consider the following. This is related to pollution: aerosol, foam agents, fire retardants, lubricants. How many of the above are hydrofluorocarbons used? Okay, hydrofluorocarbons are HCFs. Okay, normally where these HCFs are used? HCFs are used in refrigeration. Okay, HCFs are used in refrigeration. Refrigeration in the sense cooling. Okay, cooling, air coolers or fridge, etc., etc. Now see aerosols. Do you see aerosols in refrigerators? Yes, this is true. Then foam agents. What is foam agents? Like kind of forms of foam that is also present in fire of refrigeration, like refrigeration. Then fire retardants. Okay, these fire retardants also use. Okay, whenever there is a fire retardant, if you like, you might have seen these fire retardants in schools, etc., etc. If you open this, it will result in a foam. Okay, that foam is also contains hydrocarbons. It is also similar to refrigeration. Lubricants. What is lubricant? Lubricant are normally used in cycles, automobiles, etc., etc. in order to make the reduce the friction and make the movement easily. So do you think lubricants have the hydrofluorocarbons? Because aerosols is a foam-like structure. Foam agents are like a foam-like structure. They are like a small air particles kind of things. And fire retardants also. Whenever you open the fire retardant, it will form a fog-like of thing. Okay, all these are like all these are in state. They are like air. Okay, whereas lubricant, it is in like a liquid state, whereas these are in gaseous state. So you could have made a distinction out of this, that these three are gaseous in state, this is liquid in state. You could have eliminated this. So the correct answer is C, that is only 3. Okay, this is just guesswork. You could have answered this in this way also. HFCs are entirely man-made. They are primarily produced in the use in refrigeration, air conditioning, insulating foams, and aerosol propellants, with minor uses as a solvents and fire protection. Okay, then consider the following activities: spreading finely ground basalt rock on farmland extensively, increasing the alkalinity of oceans by adding lime, capturing carbon dioxide released by various industries, and pumping into abundant subterranean mines in the form of carbonated waters. How many of the above activities are often considered and discussed for carbon capture and sequestration? What is carbon capture and sequestration? You are going to capture the carbon dioxide which is present in the atmosphere. You are going to capture the atmosphere and then you are going to store it. Okay, store it. There are many methods of storing this one. So here the 3 options which are given here, of all the 3 are correct here. First one is spreading finely ground basalt rocks on the farmland extensively. It is going to absorb carbon dioxide. Then increasing the alkalinity of oceans by adding lime. If you increase the alkalinity of oceans, okay, alkalinity, if you increase the alkalinity, then it is indirectly reducing the acidity. Okay, reducing acidity. Okay, acidification of ocean is a result of increasing carbon dioxide. So if acidity of the ocean is reducing, carbon dioxide is obviously going to decrease also, because acidification of ocean is a result of increasing carbon dioxide. Now you are reducing the acidity, so it is also going to reduce the carbon dioxide. Then capturing carbon dioxide released by various industries and pumping it to abundant subterranean mines in the form of carbonated waters. You might have seen this. You might have seen a diagram where there is industries, and they will be releasing the carbon dioxide, and then there will be some extractors or pumpers, and they will like absorb the carbon dioxide, then they will be pumped into large mines. So you might have seen these kind of drawings. Okay, so here all the three are correct: carbon capture and storage and usage. Ground basalt added to the agriculture fertilizers capture atmospheric carbon dioxide, raises soil pH, reduces ocean acidification, and supplies important nutrients such as magnesium, potassium, calcium, etc. etc. As statement 1 is correct. Then, as such, polar regions absorb more carbon dioxide in 2100, most intensifying. Okay, since carbon makes ocean acidic, increasing alkalinity of the oceans would help carbon sequestration. Okay, as I already explained. In carbon capture and storage processes, carbon dioxide first separated from the other gases contained in industrial emissions, and then they are stored in the location isolated from atmosphere. Okay, so then question number 14. This is about carbon fibers. Okay, it can be question can be considered in either environment and ecology or science and technology. So the question is, consider the following statements. Carbon fibers are used in the manufacture of components used in automobiles and aircraft. Carbon fibers once used cannot be recycled. Okay, so this is wrong, because carbon fibers are new generation fibers. Okay, new generation fibers. So any characteristics of these fibers will have to be in a positive sense. Okay, normal fibers, once they are used, they cannot be reused. But these fibers, carbon fibers, can be used and reused also. Okay, so we'll know about carbon fibers. Carbon fiber is composed of carbon atoms bonded together to form a long chain. The fibers are extremely stiff, strong and light, and are used in many processes to create excellent building materials. Okay, what are the characteristics of applications of carbon fibers? Physical strength, specific toughness and lightweight. So this is used in aerospace, road, marine transport, etc. High dimensional stability, low coefficient of thermal expansion, and low absorption. So as a result, they are used in missiles, aircraft, brakes, etc. etc. Good vibrations, damping, strength, and strength and toughness, which that is why it is used in audio equipment, loudspeakers, hi-fi equipment, etc. etc. Electrical conductivity is there, so automobile hoods, novel tooling, etc. etc. Okay, and these are all the characteristics, and statement 1 is correct. And also, currently carbon fiber waste or other fiber composites can be recycled using 4 types of technologies. So statement 2 is also correct. So statement 2 is not correct here, because they say it is not recyclable. Then consider the following statements regarding mercury pollution. This was a tough question. There was very less you could have done here, but still, gold mining activity is a source of mercury pollution in the world. Normally, any kind of like mining activity is going to release mercury. So you could have taken a wild guess here. Then coal-based thermal power plants cause mercury pollution. Okay, coal-based thermal power plants normally cause every kind of pollution. So you could have guessed here. And there is no known safe level of exposure to mercury. This statement, your UPSC got confused here. Most of the people thought C is the correct answer here, but the current UPSC key answer is 2. Why current UPSC answer is key is 2 is, first we will understand, gold mining can have devastating effects on nearby water sources. It will lead to arsenic, lead, mercury, petroleum byproducts, acid, cyanide, etc. etc. And statement 1 is correct. Then most mercury pollution is produced by coal-fired thermal power plants and other industrial processes, and statement 2 is also correct. According to World Health Organizations and other sources, there is no known safe level of exposure to mercury, meaning you don't know the safe level, meaning how much of mercury you can be exposed without having any ill adverse impacts. Okay, without any adverse impacts. But according to recent studies, resources such as United Nations Environmental Agency, that is EPA, has determined that methyl mercury, a form of organic mercury, levels up to 5.8 micrograms per liter of blood are safe. Beyond this, it is considered as unsafe. But UPSC might have taken this as their source, and as a result, statement number 3 is wrong. Okay, and then consider the following infrastructure sectors: affordable housing, mass rapid transport, healthcare, energy. Okay, how many of the above does UNOPS sustainable investment in infrastructure innovation initiative, that is S3I initiative, focus for its investment? We already discussed in economy, so the correct answer here is C, only 3. Which one is not considered is it doesn't consider mass rapid transport. Okay, sustainable investment in infrastructure, it considers invest in large scale infrastructure projects developing countries. It's focusing on mandatory areas, affordable housing, renewable energy, and health. Only these were considered, not the mass rapid transport. Then question number 17. Carbon market are likely to be one of the most widespread tools to fight against climate change. That can be true. Then statement number 2. Carbon market transfers resources from private sector to the state. Here, both statement 2 and statement 2 are correct, but statement 2 is not the correct explanation of statement 1, because carbon markets transfer resources not only from the private to state, they can also transfer it from one state to another state also. Okay, in Kyoto Protocol, there are 3 types of countries: annexure countries, non-annexure countries. Within annexure country, there are annexure 1 and annexure 2 countries. Okay, under Kyoto Protocol, there are binding targets. Binding targets are emission. Okay, binding targets in the sense, America, you have binding target that you can release only 1,500 metric tons of carbon dioxide. If you release beyond this, you have to pay some kind of fine, or you have to reduce that amount of carbon dioxide, excess amount of carbon dioxide, through any other mechanism. Okay, so there is a agreement where you could buy and sell excess carbon dioxide metric tons, okay, carbon credit from another country. So here the statement is right, but it is not the proper explanation of statement number 1. Okay, so this ends our previous question discussion on environment and ecology. All the 17 questions have been discussed thoroughly, and also told you how to analyze these questions and how to approach these kind of questions. If you have any doubts, you can write in the comment box. And if you have any suggestions for me regarding my teaching or regarding the videos, you can write in the comment box also. I am open to criticism. And if you like the video, then hit the like button, also comment on it and share with your friends. And if you are new to the channel, then subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon so that you don't miss any notification. With this, I will end the video. Jai Hind.